Get ready to dive into the world of ultimate protection. From heads of state to global superstars, we're counting down the top 15 most secured individuals in the planet. And at number 15, it's Kim Jong-un, a name that sparks intense debate worldwide. But one thing's for sure, wherever he goes, his security detail rolls out in style, making him an undeniable force to be reckoned with. His convoy is like nothing you've ever seen before. And although attacks on North Korea's leader are highly improbable, it's reassuring to know Kim Jong-un has a robust defense system in place just in case. Buckle up and let's hit the road with Kim Jong-un's extraordinary security detail. Not just any ordinary bodyguards surround North Korea's leader. These elite guards are part of a highly exclusive group known as the Main Office of Adjutants. Handpicked by Kim Jong-un himself, these top-notch recruits go through rigorous testing to prove their mettle in marksmanship, martial arts, and even physical fitness. What makes them truly unique? They're selected based on more than just their skills. They also need to have the right looks. And if you thought that was intense enough, background checks go way back into their family history, digging up info 2 generations deep. But only 12 of these elite guards get to take it to the next level and join Kim Jong-un's unorthodox motorcade as human shields. Talk about a dream team. Let's shift gears and find out who takes the 14th spot on our list of the world's most secured individuals. Get ready to rev up your engines as we take a sneak peek into Elon Musk's high-tech security empire. This visionary billionaire is known for his out-of-this-world ideas and cutting-edge innovations, and that includes his safety measures. With an estimated multi-million-dollar annual security budget, you bet Musk's ride is no ordinary convoy. But here's the twist: he doesn't need a typical motorcade because Tesla's advanced tech speaks for itself. Musk's fleet of electric vehicles is already packed with top-notch safety features. Now, let's shift gears to his other security hotspots, and like that 50-foot watchtower at the Boring Company, which keeps a hawk's eye on everything happening around it. And if anything fishy pops up, the entire facility can be locked down in no time using its mobile-controlled system. And just for kicks, we hear rumors of some seriously high-octane security personnel ready to roll out with flame-throwing skills. Because when you're Elon Musk, only the best will do. Let's gear up for some serious security talk as we explore Elon Musk's high-tech safety arsenal. So, you know how most cars come with GPS? Well, Tesla takes it to a whole new level by installing a tracking device that gives them real-time updates on where Musk is at all times. And if things get hairy, they can remotely shut down the car, putting an instant stop to any potential chase. But that's not all. Musk has also been spotted cruising around town in his futuristic Cybertruck. This beast boasts an exterior shell that's allegedly strong enough to withstand high-speed crashes and comes with bulletproof glass for ultimate protection. No wonder they say a convoy of Teslas is the ultimate ride. Now, let's take a look at how Vladimir Putin's security game compares. It's one of the prissiest motorcades out there, but we'll dive into that next. Buckle up as we take a closer look at Vladimir Putin's high-security ride. You might think that because he doesn't have a massive fleet following him around, his motorcade isn't as impressive. But hold on to your seat. This custom-built Aura Senate is the epitome of presidential protection. Designed by Porsche and Russia's top engineers, it's a beast of a car weighing in at 6 tons and stretching an unbelievable 23 feet long. That's plenty of room for Putin, his entourage, and let's be real, a few extra security guards, Paul. Because when you're the president, safety comes first. The Russian Secret Service has certainly made sure of that, turning this vehicle into a rolling fortress to keep Putin safe on the road. Let's dive into the secret security features of Putin's Aura Senate, but don't expect us to spill any classified info here. The Russians are keeping those details under wraps for good reason. What we do know is that this beastly vehicle packs a powerful punch with a 4.4-liter V8 engine that can take it off-road when needed and cost a cool $1 million. Yeah, you could buy a mansion for that price tag. But Putin's convoy isn't just about one fancy car. It also includes 3 Mercedes G-classes. These luxury SUVs are built tough to handle any terrain and can hit an insane 137 miles per hour. Each one costs over $140,000, making this presidential procession look like $1 million. And rounding out the security detail, just 6 motorcycles from the police force, expertly clearing roads and keeping tabs on the crowds. It's a finely tuned operation that means Putin can move freely and safely wherever he goes. You might say Putin's convoy is no Fast and Furious star, but these cars have got the skills to take on any high-stakes action scene. But now, let's switch gears. We're taking a look at Kim Kardashian. You might remember back in 2016 when she had an extremely scary run-in with robbers who broke into her Paris hotel room. These thieves weren't just looking for valuables. They tied her up and rummaged through her luggage, making off with around $1 million worth of jewelry. A truly terrifying experience that would leave anyone shaken. It's no wonder Kim decided to seriously boost her security after this incident. I mean, who wouldn't want an extra layer of protection after something like that happens? But Kim Kardashian wasn't about to take any more risks after her Paris ordeal. She came back to the States with an impressive entourage that would make even world leaders green with envy. A whopping 8 black SUVs led by dozens of guards formed her security detail, sending a clear message of don't mess with this crew. And right at her side was Pascal Duvier, Kim's rock-solid head bodyguard. The guy looks like he stepped straight out of an 80s wrestling match. If you were to cross paths with that convoy, rest assured Pascal would be your first point of contact. Now, let's switch gears and talk about Mukesh Ambani. This billionaire Indian business magnate isn't just rich, he's the richest person in Asia, a title that comes with its fair share of threats and unwanted attention. Mukesh Ambani isn't just rolling deep with fancy cars, they're all bulletproof, because when you're Asia's richest person, safety comes first. We're talking Bentleys, Mercedes-Benz S600 guards, and B-1 i5s that could withstand even the toughest attacks. But he doesn't just stop at his personal rides. This billionaire has a whole convoy to keep him safe on the streets. That includes a brand new white Range Rover Rogue, looking like a fully fledged police car with its stickers and strobe lights. It's like having your own security detail wherever you go. And let me tell you, these guys aren't just there for show. They've got their work cut out clearing the roads so Ambani can cruise in peace. Rounding off his convoy are Ford Endeavors, Mahindra Scorpios, Toyota Fortuners, and even a Honda CR-V. It's like an armored car parade every time he steps out. Let's talk about Mukesh Ambani's convoy. Those sleek white cars aren't just for show. They're part of his top-notch security detail. Apparently, Ambani is willing to splurge on his security team's rides rather than having them use their own vehicles. It's all about prioritizing safety over saving a buck. Now, let's move on to someone else who knows a thing or two about staying safe and secure, the one and only Pope Francis. As the Bishop of Rome and head of the Catholic Church, he's not just a spiritual leader, but also a global figure. Think of the Vatican as its own mini-nation. You've heard that the Pope is a pretty big deal, but did you know he needs some serious backup? I'm talking about the Pontifical Swiss Guard, an elite team of armed honor guards who are basically the Pope's personal protection squad, located within the heavily fortified Vatican City. This group has been keeping the Pope safe since 1506, when Pope Julius I first formed them, with a history spanning over 5 centuries. They're not just any security detail. They're one of the oldest military units still in action today. So if you ever find yourself at a papal event, just remember, those Swiss guards might look like they're straight out of a Renaissance painting, but don't be fooled. They're deadly serious about keeping their leader safe. Let's switch gears from the Pope's Secret Service to a tech mogul who's made headlines for all the right reasons, Ward, and some wrong ones too. You guessed it? I'm talking about Mark Zuckerberg, one of the top 10 richest people on the planet. As the mastermind behind Facebook, he's changed the way we connect with each other online. But with great power comes great responsibility, and that means Mark needs a serious security detail to keep him safe from overzealous fans or potential threats. So next time you hear about Zuck making headlines, remember there's probably an elite team of security experts working behind the scenes to protect this tech titan. Imagine having your own personal security army, courtesy of a cool $1,000 a day. That's what Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg shells out for his top-notch protection. When Zuck rolls out, it's not just him cruising solo. No way, this tech titan has a whole entourage to keep him safe. First up, there's the road car, making sure the path is clear and secure, followed by sweepers who double-check that the road is threat-free. Then, finally, the convoy arrives, a fleet of sleek black SUVs with tinted windows. Because you can never be too careful. With serious threats mounting over the years, Zuckerberg's wisely hired a private security firm to have his back 24/7. So next time you hear about Mark making an appearance, just remember, there are some very skilled pros working hard to keep him out of harm's way. You won't believe this epic entrance story. An Ohio resident gets a mysterious phone call telling him Mark Zuckerberg is coming over for dinner. But first, his home needs to be cleaned up and secured. Fast forward a few days, and guess what shows up in the driveway? A full-blown convoy of sleek black SUVs. Out steps none other than Mark Zuckerberg himself, flanked by his elite bodyguards. Talk about making an entrance. It's not just world leaders like Queen Elizabeth II who need serious security. Even royalty has to watch their backs. Take Her Majesty, for instance. She's got a whole army of the iconic Queen's Guard at her disposal. These guys are easy to spot in their striking red coats and those seriously intimidating furry hats that cover their faces, giving them an almost superhuman, faceless vibe. You might think those Queen's Guard guys with their fancy hats are just for show, but don't be fooled. They're packing real heat. And yeah, it's kind of intimidating when you can't see someone's face, especially when they're toting rifles around. But here's the things, these guys aren't just ceremonial guards. They're part of a top-secret team called the Royal Protection Squad, or as some call them, the Storland York Elite Squad. This ultra-elite squad is no joke. It's made up of 180, 5 of Britain's most skilled military officers, handpicked and trained by the infamous Special Air Service, one of the world's toughest special forces units. But even with the Royal Protection Squad watching her back, the Queen has an extra layer of security. Handpicked guards who stick to her like glue day and night. These guys are part of an ultra-secret team, and they've got a special code they use to alert each other when danger's lurking. It's like having your own personal superhero squad. And it's not just about the Queen. Some royals need extra security too. Take Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, for example. Even though they stepped back from their royal roles, they're still huge celebrities and need a serious safety net. We're talking 1,000 people at any given time, all working together to keep them safe. Whether they're jetting off on a diplomatic trip or just grabbing some groceries, you can bet they've got a team of experts watching over them every step of the way. You think their everyday security details are wild? Wait until you hear about their royal wedding. That extravaganza cost a whopping $5 million, with another $1 million added just for security alone. We're talking top-notch guards, undercover agents blending into the crowd, and even sharpshooters on rooftops keeping an eye out. And let's not forget the Secret Service level vetting of every single guest. They searched high and low for any hidden triggers or bugs. Talk about a wedding to remember. Let's shift gears and talk about some serious security measures. Number 6 is Chinese President Xi Jinping. When he's out on the road for major events or meetings with world leaders, he's got a whole motorcade to protect him. Imagine a convoy of state police motorcycles, cars, and vans clearing the way, their sirens blaring through city streets. But there's one car that stands out. It's a sleek, unmarked black vehicle, flying China's iconic red flag, and you can bet it's got the president inside, with dozens of police officers in tow. This convoy is not to be messed with. The president of China's got some serious wheels. We're talking high-end motorcycles and a luxurious ride for Xi Jinping. The police convoy is led by Haoju 250 bikes, the Chinese equivalent of those sleek BMW police bikes you see in other countries, with each bike costing around 140,000. Then there's President Xi's own ride, the opulent Honkila 5i. It's the Craremi de la Craremi of Chinese cars. With 5 of these luxury vehicles on his convoy, we're looking at a whopping price tag of over $1 million. But wait, that's not all. Dozens more cars carry his security team, cabinet members, and even an ambulance for added safety. This is one serious entourage, folks. Meet Donald Trump, the billionaire mogul with a serious obsession for security. Even before he became president, Trump was surrounding himself with an elite team of private guards and intel experts. He'd hire former FBI agents, NIPID cops, Army veterans, you name it, to protect him at his high-profile events, like rallies and book signings. This all-star squad wasn't just about keeping a safe distance from fans. They were also known for getting up close and personal with any protesters who dared to show up. So, what drives Trump's need for such top-notch security? Loyalty. It's the ultimate priority for this billionaire boss. He wants people in his corner, and only those he trusts will do. Meet the king of e-commerce and one of the world's richest guys, Jeff Bezos. As the former CEO of Amazon, Bezos has got more than enough reasons to invest in top-notch security. His Seattle office is basically a fortress featuring bulletproof glass that's thicker than most car doors. We're talking so thick it can withstand military-grade rifle fire. No joke. With his net worth and influence, Bezos needs protection that's as robust as his business empire. And trust us, this level of security comes with a hefty price tag. We're talking a budget for the ages $100 million a year. Yep, you read that right. You thought Jeff Bezos' security measures were impressive so far. Wait till you see more. After his phone got hacked, he basically gave his head of security a blank check to figure out how it happened. And yes, that means they left no stone unturned in their investigation. When Bezos stepped onto the set of a movie back in 2016, you wouldn't have seen him alone for a second. Almost a dozen bodyguards showed up in 3 sleek limousines just to keep him safe. It's said he splurges about $0.6 million every year on private security. But that's still not all. His office windows can withstand even the most powerful rifle fire, so you know his luxurious limos aren't any less secure. Today, Bezos is surrounded by a protective bubble wherever he goes. His current girlfriend, ex-wife, and kids, they're under constant watch too. In other words, for this tech mogul, traveling alone is now just not an option ever. You ever see a procession of sleek limos cruising down your street without any fancy labels? Well, could it be the kids from your neighborhood heading to prom? Or maybe, just maybe, it's Beyoncé and Jay-Z making their way somewhere in high style. This power couple needs serious protection from overzealous fans and the prying eyes of paparazzi. With their lives under constant media scrutiny, they've gotta travel smart. And that means with a team of security pros always on deck. You've probably seen those epic security details surrounding Beyoncé and Jay-Z's when they're out in public. Think of them as personal bouncers on steroids. But that's not all. Their daily commutes are basically private motorcades. Even Blue Ivy's hospital arrival was a major operation, with 2 sleek black cars waiting at the side gate, a tinted van for her trip home, and an entire street blocked off to ensure they slipped away undetected under the cover of night. And get this, their daughter's daily school drop-off is no less dramatic. with a smaller but still serious-looking convoy consisting of 2 cars and 3 bodyguards, all making sure Blue Ivy gets to class safely without her parents in tow. But here's the thing. Beyoncé and Jay-Z aren't always letting Blue Ivy attend school without them sneaking a peek inside. Still, you can imagine why other parents might feel a bit miffed about this near-presidential motorcade rolling up every Monday to Friday morning. And it gets even crazier when they're on vacation. Just think of the time they had to make a hasty exit from the airport with a full police escort. 4 bikes and 2 carriers working together to shake off those pesky paparazzi. It turns out, presidential security is more than just a gut feeling. It's a finely tuned science that involves up to 50 vehicles at a time, including the Big Boss ride. All part of ensuring the president stays safe on the move, whether he's with friends or family, staff members, or even reporters. Imagine VIPs cruising around town in their super chic, specially designed limos. But these aren't your average luxury rides. They're bulletproof and armored for maximum protection. Now, picture this convoy on the move. At the ready are vehicles like a Suburban armed with countermeasures to fend off any assassination attempts, and an elite team of counter-assault drivers in their high-tech cars. Plus, there's a hazardous materials crew standing by and an army of police officers riding bikes, vans, and cars that pave the way for the massive 40-vehicle convoy. If things were to take a dark turn, this behemoth of a security detail would split into 2 units, secure package, a heavily guarded squad led by the Secret Service and local law enforcement, with all drivers trained in crazy evasive maneuvers. It's like something straight out of an action-packed blockbuster. You've probably heard that the Saudi royal family is living large. We're talking gold-plated toilets, yachts, and a whole lot more. But with all this opulence comes a price, safety concerns. The Crown Prince, Mohammed bin Salman, is not only loaded, but he also holds multiple high-power positions. He's blown over $1 billion on military gear alone and keeps tight control over the army and security forces. Now, you might imagine his personal security team as just another bunch of highly trained pros, and they are. But there's something even more exclusive. Something Salman calls his Tiger Squad. No actual tigers here. Instead, it's an elite group of former military and intelligence agents at his beck and call. They not only ride shotgun in convoys packed with armored vehicles, but also carry out operations that help him maintain his grip on power and royal status. Ready for the ultimate learning session? Check out our top favorites playlist featuring our